The infamous pipe bomb, the Chicago ovation, the kiss goodbye. It's one of the biggest angles in wrestling history. Today, we rewrite the summer of Punk. After Money in the Bank, CM Punk is gone from WWE. Panic ensues for Vince McMahon. Punk returns home to Ring of Honor as a hero. Vince is about to fire John Cena as promised when Triple H returns. He points out a rematch clause in Cena's contract. Due to this, it's announced that Punk will sign a one-fight deal to defend the title at SummerSlam. Punk arrives through a deafening crowd with new music and all. He and Cena wrestle another classic in the main event. Punk wins the match and leaves with the title after realigning with Paul Heyman. Punk then proceeds to tour the wrestling world. He holds the first ever Best in the World tournament. Over the next 2 months, the finest wrestlers in the world compete in matches all across the globe, with the winner becoming WWE Champion. Punk defeats Ring of Honor's Eddie Edwards before heading east to overcome Shinsuke Nakamura of New Japan Pro Wrestling. The final takes place at TNA Bound for Glory, where he defends against AJ Styles. The unprecedented occasion sees Punk beat his real-life rival to cement his claim as the best wrestler in the world. There's a power struggle in WWE. Shane McMahon has returned and promises change. He brings into question the likes of John Cena and Triple H, who've let the company fall on these hard times. Because of them, superstars no longer have the WWE Championship to fight for. At Hell in a Cell, Daniel Bryan cashes in his Money in the Bank briefcase to become World Heavyweight Champion. He claims he's the true best in the world and challenges Punk to a title-for-title match. Punk accepts, but the match doesn't happen in WWE. It goes down in Chicago at Ring of Honor's Glory by Honor pay-per-view. The historic contest breaks down into anarchy when WWE superstars invade and a mass brawl follows. Punk and his comrades are left bloodied, bruised, and in need of revenge. Punk and Heyman put together a team of allies: Colt Cabana, Rob Van Dam, Rhino, and a young Kevin Steen. They face Team WWE in the marquee match at Survivor Series. Tension within WWE's ranks leads to victory for Punk. He dodges a bullet after the match when Alberto Del Rio tries to cash in. It was WWE's plan all along to lure Punk in, but now they have to change tack. Del Rio is instructed to cash in on Punk ahead of time, and he does so in his homeland of Mexico at AAA's Guerra de Titanes pay-per-view. But after an infamous cash-in, he's defeated by the best in the world. Meanwhile, Punk's ventures outside the WWE have continued. His match against Styles at Bound for Glory sparked hostility with TNA. Punk would go on to retain his title against old rival Samoa Joe at Turning Point in November before a dream showdown against Kurt Angle at Final Resolution in December. After another successful defense, he'd head east again to defeat the legendary Jushin Thunder Liger at New Japan's premier annual event, Wrestle Kingdom. He rounds off his world tour with a personal clash against sworn enemy Jeff Hardy at Genesis 2012. Punk just manages to overcome Hardy, but afterwards, Triple H makes a shock appearance in the Impact Zone to pedigree the champion and steal the belt. Punk hops the barricade during a Triple H address on Raw, and the two engage in a legendary shoot promo. This leads to Punk versus Triple H for the WWE title at the Royal Rumble. If Triple H loses, he has to step down as COO. Punk defeats the game following interference from Shane McMahon, who becomes new CEO of the WWE. Shane has promised change, and Punk likes the sound of it. The prodigal son cuts a deal with Punk that'll see the champ defend his belt at WrestleMania 28, so long as he gets to headline the event. All the defenses have taken a toll on Punk's body. Vince McMahon makes matters worse when he names Punk's WrestleMania opponent, Brock Lesnar, who makes his long-awaited return after 8 years away. Shane isn't happy about being left in the dark and inserts himself as special guest referee for the blockbuster encounter. The Best versus the Beast for the WWE Championship goes down in Miami. Punk does his best to hang with Brock, but in the end, he's betrayed by Paul Heyman and screwed by Shane McMahon. Brock Lesnar defeats him to bring the title back to WWE. Enraged by the events of WrestleMania, CM Punk infiltrates the company looking for retribution. Instead, he runs into the Hounds of Justice. Shane and Heyman assemble a new faction, the Shield, to protect against Punk and his fellow invaders. Punk defeats Shane inside a steel cage to earn a new WWE contract. He's now free to pursue a championship rematch with Lesnar. He overcomes John Cena 1 year on from their historic clash at Money in the Bank to guarantee a SummerSlam sequel with Brock. A story that started one summer ends the next as CM Punk manages to defeat Brock Lesnar and regain the WWE Championship. It kickstarts his record-breaking reign with the title, only now it's fresh off a storyline that rocked the industry and brought the wrestling world together once more.